In 2017, an article in Medical News Daily by registered dietitian Christian Norquist stated that the top 3 diets for 2017 were the Atkins diet, the Zone diet, and the ketogenic diet. It's likely that you or someone you know have tried to modify their diet in some way, whether it be cutting out pop or a full-on diet plan. As my time as a dietetic student, I've learned a lot about diets and the different ways they can affect your body. The ketogenic diet may seem like a quick fix, but it may not be optimal for those trying to decrease their body weight in the long term. Today I'm going to talk about what is the ketogenic diet, why people may go on the ketogenic diet, and some difficulties people may experience while going on the ketogenic diet. Simply put, the ketogenic diet is a low-carb, high-fat diet that aims to burn fat for energy instead of carbohydrates. In an article in June of 2017 in Healthline, sports nutritionist Rudy Maurer states that replacing carbohydrates with fat puts your body in a metabolic state of ketosis. The article goes on to explain that ketosis is when your body is primarily burning fat for energy instead of glucose or carbs. This makes your body produce ketones via the liver to supply the brain for energy. By using fat instead of carbs, this diet burns fat a lot faster than a lot of other diets, which is why it makes it so tempting to start over other diets. But is it really as good as it seems? There are different versions of the ketogenic diet that exist. In 2017, in an article in the Journal of Nutrition and Dietetics by Kelly Rowell and her colleague state that the standard ketogenic diet is the most restrictive, with only about 5% of calories coming from carbohydrates. This means on a 2,000 calorie diet, only 100 of those calories should come from carbs. Each carb is 4 calories per gram, so this means that your diet should only consist of 25 grams of carbs per day. To put this in perspective, an average slice of bread is 15 grams of carbs, while an apple is 25 grams of carbs on average. Now that I've discussed a little bit about what the ketogenic diet is, I'm going to discuss some potential problems people have when going on the ketogenic diet. Difficulties of the ketogenic diet include limited food choice and the side effects that your body goes through while adapting to this low-carb diet. If you enjoy pasta, fruit, ice cream, potatoes, or any other food that includes carbs, which is a lot, this diet may not be for you. It doesn't make much room for these foods and should be eaten at minimal amounts in order to be in the carb range for the day. In an article in 2011 in the journal Psychiatric Research, Christy Ackerman, an eating disorder specialist, states that those who participate in restrictive diets also participate in an increase of binge eating, which overall decreases the effect of their diet in general. Basically, if restricting carbs and the foods that contain carbs make you feel like you're depriving yourself, this diet may not be very effective in reaching your long-term goals. Another negative aspect of the ketogenic diet is that it may make you feel irritable and drowsy. When your body uses ketones instead of carbohydrates, you can start to feel irritable, drowsy, much like you would feel when you're hangry. I've went on a low-carb diet numerous times for some short-term goals, and every time I've experienced these symptoms without fail. First, it starts with a headache, and often I have to warn my friends to stay away from me on low-carb days because of my very increased irritability. I also found it really hard to concentrate on schoolwork and lived on coffee some days because I had absolutely no energy. The crazy thing is, my carbohydrate intake was over double of what people eat on the standard ketogenic diet. Another negative aspect of the ketogenic diet is that it may be difficult to discontinue without gaining all the weight you lost back. A study published in 2013 in the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition by Priya Sumitran and her colleagues found that those who went on the ketogenic diet did have suppressed appetite while their body was in ketosis, but these hormones that increase appetite returned when they discontinued the study, and they didn't only just return, they increased. The article goes on to say that this is the body's way of trying to regain weight that is lost to compensate for the rapid weight loss that I experienced while on the ketogenic diet. This correlates with a lot of what I've learned in my classes regarding weight loss and diet modifications. The body does best with small, gradual changes so it can adapt to these and not have to overcompensate for all of its losses. Losing weight at a slow rate takes more time, but it puts the body under less stress so it doesn't have to compensate for all the weight loss. Now that I've discussed a few of the problems that people experience with the ketogenic diet, I'll discuss a couple of the reasons people do go on the ketogenic diet in the first place. Some people have medical conditions to go on the ketogenic diet, while others are simply for weight loss. The most popular reason is obviously for cosmetic purposes, although some health conditions have shown to benefit from this diet. Research has shown that about 50% of those with epilepsy benefit from a standard ketogenic diet, according to a study published in 2008 by Elizabeth Neal in the prestigious medical journal The Lancet. This study also went on to say that there was a significant decrease in the frequency of seizures of children diagnosed with epilepsy when they were put on the standard ketogenic diet. Some face medical conditions that make them choose the ketogenic diet for an optimal lifestyle change that can increase their overall quality of life, while for others it may not be the best choice. The ketogenic diet is a low-fat, low-carb, high-fat diet that can be beneficial for certain medical conditions, but has become popular for weight loss despite some of the negative side effects that it has. In regards to weight loss, there are much more sustainable ways to reach your goals without restricting food groups, like you have to on the ketogenic diet. Although fast weight loss is tempting, slow and steady always wins the race. Okay, don't. Why are you recording?